This has been a very, very productive, interactive section with the head of state, with the president, with the representatives of all the tax shop for economic development in the whole country. We do have representatives from each province, almost the 10 provinces. They are here. This was to really talk about how government and vendors can work together. Imagine when President says there shouldn't be any place behind or anybody left behind. They have been asked to come and talk to the President about the situation on the ground. These vendors are committed to making sure that they meet the cost of bringing up their families. They are actually, this is a livelihood thing, and this is through the mantra of our President that Nika Inovakwa Neve Nevai. Nika, we are seeing everyone becoming very actively involved. As the Minister of Small and Medium Enterprises and Women Affairs and also Community, we've seen an increased number of vendors, and they are playing a very big role. They may be micro, but they are playing a very critical role in making sure that the economy of this country develops. And so they need to be supported by services so that at least they can be formalized, they can register. We want them to be registered. We also want to make sure that the local authorities create workspace for them to be able to work in regularized places. We do not want vendors to be selling all over the place for reasons of sanitation and also just to make sure that everything, our cities are ordered. And I'm glad to say all these representatives, they are in agreement with government to make sure that vending doesn't actually bring in a lot of confusion in towns. And they are also prepared to stand with government in all the policies and strategies. They've been able to articulate the issues which they are confronted with, which actually inhibit them selling their wares. We are saying vendors are important. This is what this dialogue talks about. The President made it very clear that in the past, vendors were always seen as people who are doing wrong things. But we want vendors who abide by the laws of the country. They are citizens of this country. They want cleanliness. We want to make sure that we provide also as government workspace for them. Where there is sanitation, toilets, it's important. Look at what has happened at Mbari. This is where the government came in when there was a fire outbreak at Mbari, where we have come up with the Mbari Traders Market. And this is what we would like to replicate in most of our cities, in most of our provinces.